G'day teachers and welcome to Take It Up a Notch. I'm Rach, your curriculum guide, here to help you connect tech to powerful learning.
And I'm Claire, your tech guru, ready to demystify the digital world for your classroom.
Take it up a notch.
Hello.
Hello Claire, hello listeners.
And welcome to
Take It Up a Notch.
We are very excited today because we are in an actual studio.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. It's a whole new learning experience for Claire and I, which is what all of us wonderful teachers are doing, always learning something new. We're at the Bella Hills podcast and video studio at the Bella Vista Hotel.
Yep.
So if anyone is in northwest Sydney, they offer a free podcasting studio.
Yes, and there's a bar right there. Like we can hear everyone having fun. And here we are on a Saturday working away for our love.
And I must say it is a little bit off-putting because there's some sort of party going on out there and they're really loud. So hopefully
we're freaking out a bit, but we'll be right.
We'll be right. And hopefully, listeners, you are too as we delve into episode number 6.
Yes. So we had a little bit of a break. When we started this, our idea was to record every fortnight and put out an episode every 2 weeks. But because we launched halfway through last term, we had
an episode every week.
We had time and we just did one a week. So we still got our 5 for our first term out.
Mm-hmm.
Then we thought we'll try and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So we've survived week 1 of term 4.
We have.
So, yeah.
And we hope you have too if you're listening.
We're hitting the ground running as you do in term 4, but we're excited. We haven't seen each other for a while.
Well, we had that great day at Google together.
We
That
did.
was lots of fun.
That was awesome. So we can talk about this in another episode, but Rach is a level 2 certified educator for Google, and I'm an innovator and trainer. So we get invited once a year to a Google event, and it's so good. It is an energizer. We learnt some cool stuff. We got some great ideas. And so we did catch up. It was fun.
It was. And I do think that the people at that event were what was energizing in particular.
Yes.
So lots of wonderful
cool
people if you're interested in pursuing that sort of certification.
And what was nice was we actually had some really lovely feedback on our podcast.
Oh, we did.
Yes.
So hopefully they're listening to this and they're like, oh, that's me.
Yes. Thanks, guys. Thank you to our supporters. And your feedback means a lot. So we're very excited. It feels like it's season 2.
Oh, it does feel like I'm happy to call it season 2.
Yeah, because season 1 was our beginning and Rachel's study at home with the chickens in the
everything
background.
room.
I love it. And we thought we'd try some high-tech equipment and give ourselves a go with something different. So
So here we are.
Here we go. We're learning as well. All right. So let's get this cracking.
Does anyone have a good system or digital tool to help keep lessons running smoothly? I'm thinking of something that can handle things like displaying timers, instructions, noise levels, or quick visuals for students, especially during transitions or group work. I feel like I am constantly juggling tabs and tools to keep everyone on track.
That's a really good question. So that is something that I have been asked a lot of times, a good classroom management digital tool. And there's not a whole lot of them out there. And when I started at my current school a couple of years ago, my grade buddy showed me Classroom Screen, and it honestly does everything that this person is asking for. And it really has changed the way that I manage my lessons and how I deliver content to my students. I've just got mine open here now. You can change the background, which is cool. And I find, like I was saying, I've just used the free version. I've not paid for it before, but I know you have. And
I haven't paid for it.
I thought you had.
No, I didn't. I've only used the free version, but it's interesting you start on backgrounds. We'll maybe come to those a little bit later because that's why I think you should pay. But
yes. So, but the other really cool things that it can do is when you want to do a quick vote with your students, you can choose a poll and then they can do their smileys.
Yep.
There's a randomizer. So I think it's like a name picker tool.
Yep. Which is, I feel like I should be making notes of things I want to come back to after you've said the list of all the things.
Oh, yeah. No, all right. There's a noise-o-meter, a sound level.
Yep.
Look, I try. I love the idea of these things, but
Yeah.
however, I find it's just an invitation for the kids to deliberately make the noise to make it go off.
Maybe we should discuss each feature as we go along.
Yeah,
Because
let's do it.
also, because
All
number
right.
one, it's only as useful as the microphone on your device. But I agree with you. They just see
Ugh.
it as an invitation. Same as those, those bouncing balls
Yes,
ones.
I
and
love them, but they just, for me, I've never had success with it
I
because it's
haven't
like the
either.
kids just deliberately want to make the noise
Yeah.
to make it.
And I don't blame them because
No,
who
of
wouldn't want to
course.
see those bouncing things?
Unless you really have this thing from day one, I don't know, and have really strict rules with it. Some people love it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I could teach me.
And that is the beauty of our profession, that everybody has their own skills
Yeah.
and you use the strategies that work for you and work for your kids.
Yeah, I've not used the name picker or anything, so I tend to use other things for that.
Well, it's
Yeah.
interesting, Claire, because in professional learning discussions this week, choosing names has been a hot topic of discussion. Hot
Interesting.
topic because there's such a lot of momentum around explicit teaching. In a discussion, it came out that one of the things they're trying to focus on is that every student can't opt out. Everyone's accountable for their learning. They have to be paying attention. And so to randomly generate a name is something that might be beneficial in that type of classroom with that pedagogical approach.
Yeah.
Now, I have concerns around that. I don't think that's really a great way to be putting kids on the spot.
Yeah.
Especially when a lot of my colleagues with that same strategy were just like, please don't pick me. And I know kids that would suit and I know kids that wouldn't.
And for the children with anxiety, you're not going to get something out of them because the whole time they're worried about their name being called out, and then they're not. I agree.
So to each their own.
Yeah.
You will know your kids and you will know your teaching style.
Yeah.
But I do think random name generators are fun for who's going to be the line leader or things where they
less
can
pressure.
they can opt out if they want, but if it's a special thing and you can only choose so many kids, that's when those sorts of things are useful. But anyway, that's my 2 cents worth.
Fair enough. All right. So do we want to talk about backgrounds then? Because the backgrounds that you can pick from, they're really cool. And currently it's close to Halloween. So even on the free version, there's heaps of Halloween or autumn themed, which it doesn't,
No good
it's
for us.
American. So it doesn't suit us. But there's cute ones. Each day, whenever you log in on the free one, a random one comes up. And sometimes it's a meerkat or and my cast go, But then there's the pro options if you pay, and they're a little bit cooler, or like you said, you can customize your own ones. Yes.
I've tinkered with this before. You could choose a picture of your own, and if you're, savvy in Canva, which we still haven't got to, you need to get to Canva, but
haven't we?
much like you might make up a desktop background for your computer, you can do the same for this. And in my school, I had it for a while that I had a background that included our
free. I just took a photo and uploaded it from.
Oh, there you go. On the free version, you can do it. Pop up your photo, and it was the school's mascot for our behaviour approach.
Oh, yeah,
with the,
nice.
little logo that had the, safe, respectful, responsible kind of thing, which a lot of schools have. So anyway, I just felt like it was nice to be on brand.
Yeah.
And the other way I've used it is to put up pictures that match the book that I'm reading when I was working in library.
Cute.
So, if it was a Harry Potter, well, then up on the screen that week, there would be a picture of Hogwarts or whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I guess for classroom screen, the ones I definitely use the most every day image. So I might take a screenshot of my program, or I love doing it for literacy groups. Not that we do that now per se, but 2 years ago, used it a lot for that. Or whatever the task is from our slide deck, I've screenshot it and I import it. And then around it, I love using the timer. That's my favorite. And in settings, you can change the sound to a Mario game, like and it's really loud, so they're like, oh, so they know it's time. Because the default one just like ding, 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 and it's sometimes in a noisy classroom, you don't hear that. So
that's
the Mario
true.
one's fun. My grade buddy, he used to love hearing the bejesus out of me, and he would deliberately do the most random ones. One was a cow, and it was just so funny. And every day I'm like, what are you?
Did the kids laugh?
Shout out to my mate. He knows who he is. Yes, they thought it was hilarious.
Good.
They enjoyed our banter between the two of us.
Oh.
It was good fun. Timer I use all the time, and it's just so good for classroom management where they know what's on the screen, what their task is, but they know how much longer they've got left to do it. And then I think it's for the last 3 minutes, it goes red. as well, so you know how much time you have left. The other one I love using is the work symbols one. So they've got 4 options. You've got silence, you've got
Yes, I
whisper,
like these too.
ask your neighbor, or work together. And because I'm me and you know what I'm like, I got excited being back on class again recently, and I bought all this because I saw it on Instagram. Those little lights off
I've seen
Amazon
on the wall,
yes,
and
then you
press
got
them.
the signs for the work. But
Yes.
you know, like this is a nice easier option than that.
Easier,
too.
and it always concerns me a little how much teachers spend on their classrooms.
you know me, I
so
don't
I do know you, Claire. Not you personally,
I
but
just spent money buying before I came here on science experiment stuff for Monday.
you know, we all spend enough. We've all been there. So
Yeah.
if you can have a free tool that will do the job, all the better.
Exactly.
And,
So yeah.
yeah, and I see a lot of people using timers and things on YouTube or whatnot.
Yeah. But have it all in the one place. It's so good.
So good.
Yes.
And, you know, YouTube is wonderful, but you've also got to be careful with using it. And
Yes.
with the current changes around kids accessing YouTube, if you can show other tools, I think that we're not, you know, it's not like the grown-ups get to use YouTube and
Yeah.
you can't kind of, not that they can't have an account anyway, a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
But I think if you can be using other tools rather than always defaulting to YouTube, that's really good to just look that bit more professional in your teaching.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
And it looks good too. So at my school, we are very blessed that we have a pretty new learning space, but there are 7 screens in our space. So,
Wow.
and what's brilliant is we have Vivi, which
Yep.
is a really amazing
It
AirPlay
is- I
tool.
agree with that. Vivi
And
is fantastic.
It's more expensive than Apple AirPlay, but for good reason. Multiple devices can connect to it.
Different
and you
types
can-
of devices.
And you can go across all the screens in the space. And because our whole school has it, we can project announcements like the Angelus, for instance, when we have prayer at 12 o'clock every day, that goes on all the screens, emergency announcement. That's a whole nother plug for Vivi. But because of the Vivi, I can project it on all the screens and it makes it a lot easier.
So good.
Yeah, it's awesome. And particularly with classroom screen, it makes a difference. And the other one I like to use a lot is the text option. So sometimes you might just want to put an instruction on there. And my old grade buddy, he was the king at that. Like he always was so good at finding ways to not use his voice. Whereas I'm a bit old school and I would just like boys and girls, or I'd use signals.
Yeah.
But he would literally be at the point where he could just type something on the screen and the kids would be like, oh, okay, yeah.
Whoa.
It was really cool. When you're with a new grade buddy that has different ideas to
Yeah.
you, and I've taken that with me and I do use that now. It's really good. And sometimes you might pop up the little text box and say, please pack away, clean up your desk. So we wouldn't even have to say it. That was really cool.
I like that.
Yeah, we still do that now.
I
Yeah.
like that.
There's also a clock, so you can just have the time up, but usually on the screens, they've already got one.
Yep.
There's a traffic light. I don't use this one much, but my friend said you can actually press green, orange, or red. That might be a different for your work symbols.
Like my first thought on that is that it would be handy for, say we're all doing the task, everyone's working, put it on green. Well, it's going to be time to wrap up soon. It's on orange. And because, you know, sometimes timers can make kids feel a bit rushed or anxious or whatnot. So if then it was just like, right, stop, I don't know. Just an early thought.
Yes. Now, on the more option, there's a group maker, which is similar to the random name, the video option. So I realized I didn't have to embed the YouTube. I was in a rush yesterday when I tried this, but you can just put a URL to a YouTube video.
Lovely. Yep.
And I was saying that when my grade has a buddy class with year 1, and once a term we try and do an activity with them.
Yep.
And when I went into year 1, it was so cool. They had all the Vivis on with classroom screen, and they had a really nice Snoopy jazz music playing. And they're like, we use this all the time, and it's just like kids know it's just quiet. It's just like another signal to them that this is like independent time, but you're doing your work and in it with quiet music on. And they said whenever they put the video of Bluey studying, you can hear a pin drop in there, and they just know that's quiet time. And I tried it with my year 4s yesterday. I did it with the bed code option. I just jumped to that. I got the share button on YouTube, put the embed code, and it worked as well. But then I had Bluey studying, and then they had the quiet task that they were doing, and it actually worked. They were very chill, and it was nice. There's calendars, there's drawing option, there's hyperlinks, QR codes, stickers, a scoreboard, stopwatch I've used. There's even dice, so you can just press the button if you want to roll the dice. So that's fun. It's so awesome, and it's just a website, so you don't need software. And even if you're in a classroom with just one TV, which is a lot of the time, a lot of people have, and you've just got one AirPlay, or you might even plug it in with a cord or whatever you'd have, just give it a go on your screen.
Yeah.
And it's like with every tool.
Yes.
You have a play with
Customize it for your
Yeah,
class.
and I figured out the ones that work for me and that I can do quickly. But I must say, after chatting to you about this, there's a paid version and a free version. And I think I really should just pay, because when you do the images, I'd screenshot something that I need and then I go to image, but it will only let you do one at a time, which is so annoying. And then it doesn't save your screens either. So sometimes I'd set it all up for when I had my literacy group, the rotation, the activity for the day, the timer, everything I had on the screen.
Yep.
And then the next day I'd have to do it all over again.
Oh, yeah, I think from a workload perspective.
Unless I pinned the tab and didn't touch it. So if you pay for it, you can save your screens, you can upload multiple images at once. Like it makes it a little bit more user friendly. But
I think it's a worthwhile. So $5 a month for an individual user. And then there is the option, I noticed, that if a whole school wanted to purchase a license for everybody, they can get in contact with them and they'll work something out with you. So I was mentioning just before that I thought it might be a good Christmas present idea.
For your buddy,
Yeah, if you've got a teaching buddy, you want to make them up a little voucher.
So cool. All right, pros and cons, Rach, what would you say?
Oh, well, I feel like we might have already mentioned a few different pros.
Yeah, we were as we were going through each feature.
I think for teachers who move from room to room, because I do that a little bit. And so I can't have lights on the wall
your
or
displays
whatever.
and stuff.
Yeah, so if you're moving around or you're using a shared space, I think it's a really useful tool for that.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, what a valuable classroom management tool. Like you can even get to the point you don't even have to talk. You can save your voice a bit. All your instructions are up on the screen, your timers, everything. You can even start typing stuff. Yeah, and the kids like it. Then it's visual, appealing, and then you can use it for so many other these lessons, name generation. Amazing. Yeah.
I think it's good because it's device agnostic, so it doesn't matter what sort of device you're using.
Yeah. I also like that it's all in one spot. I don't have to flick between, like you said, go to my YouTube clip for the video, or then flick back to a timer and it's all literally on one screen. And you could definitely use this primary and secondary for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And or tertiary or whatever suits your student.
Yeah. So I guess the cons, look, it definitely only would work if you had a screen in your classroom. And it's very valuable if your school has lucky enough to have Vivi. Yeah, and you can display it on multiple. Or with Vivi as well, I love that I can pick the screen. So sometimes there's one that's in one of our breakout rooms. So that usually has intervention going on. And I've accidentally totally ruined their lesson by jumping on this. And they're like, Susie, you're on it. Oh, sorry, guys. And then they're so lovely, but whoops.
I think everybody does that though.
But look, when we're doing stuff all together, it's really good. It works very well.
Yeah. The other thing is it does require an internet connection. So it's not going to work if you don't have that. But I would hope all schools, I'm sure there probably are schools that don't have that.
Yes. And so obviously there's no offline mode. Yeah. And like I said, on the free version, if you close that tab, the screen's gone. You're going to have to restart it again and put everything, which is very quick and easy to do. I do it all the time. Yeah, the other con would be obviously you don't get access to everything like most things without paying.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah. But then we're saying a little tip would be bookmark the site 100%. I could do a whole episode on bookmarks. I love bookmarks. I love bookmarks. All my little Google tips. But I don't know if you can see my screen, but on my bookmarks bar, I just take out the writing so I can fit as many
as an icon.
Yeah, yes. And my friend Chris showed me that many years ago. I even teach a lot of my students to do it that way too. And I've got one, for classroom screen. So it's just easy to click on. Or like if you've got a board that you really don't want to redo, I can pin the tab or make a tab group.
Yes, I often pin a tab.
Especially about all those tab groups. Oh, there's so many groups.
Because you're getting prepped in the morning or the night before whenever you're getting all your lessons stuff ready. And I just pin the things I know that I'll need.
Yeah.
So that as soon as I open my laptop in the morning or whenever I need it, it's good to go.
Yeah. And what's good is literally I just usually build my classroom screen in the moment in the lesson. You don't really need to pre-do it, but you could if you really want to.
Yeah.
All right, curriculum guru.
Well, I thought that this was really easy for me today. I've got the easiest part of the job because I wouldn't say that it's curriculum aligned because it's a handy display and management tool.
Yeah.
It's, no more than you would say the television itself is curriculum aligned. But I do think we can think about our AITS or standards, particularly around standard 4 for teachers working at proficient level in terms of creating and maintaining supportive and safe learning environments. If you look at standard 4.2, it's managing classroom activities. And I'm very sure that things like this, where your timers, work symbols, name generators, whatever it might be, is going to support smooth transitions and active engagement in your lessons.
But yeah, what else have we got here?
Well, I had some thinking. It's a wondering, and I don't know the answer because just the other day I noticed that the Victorian government is planning on introducing a 90-minute tech limit, 3 to 6, and reducing that to limited, I don't know what that means, time in K-2. And I just wondered, I went looking, I couldn't find the answer. I wonder if that includes learning from a screen like that. And
Yes.
I have more wonderings about that because a recent concern of mine has been how slide heavy learning has become. And
it has.
that was just my observation, but then I'm seeing people in forums having the same observation around the quantity of slide decks that are coming up.
Crazy. 2 years ago, it wasn't like this at all. We had our program. We'd put things up on the screen as needed, but it definitely wasn't to the extent of now. But I've noticed coming back and with the focus on explicit teaching, you've got to have these slides because you've got to show that I do, we do, you do.
Yep.
And that is essentially our program. So we still have our actual document with the outcomes and all of that we normally would have, but our lesson detail plan does not need to be as thorough because the slides
it's all on a slide.
So it's all the work there. But I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just
and it's
we've all had death by PowerPoint, and is that what we're subjecting our children to?
I know, and you know what else I found too? Before it was easy, like we used to literally be able to just print out our weekly planner.
Yep.
And we just copy and paste from our program into one doc. So we just glance at it and know that's what I'm doing. But we don't do that now because it's just the slides. And so I find if we've got a casual teacher in with you who doesn't have their own device a lot of the time, they're really stuck. Yeah.
But it made me think, I wonder if tools like this will come under that umbrella. It
worries me.
And I sort of agree in a way. I do think that tech time should be limited, but then it comes back to a discussion around quality and quantity.
True.
Compared to, I can watch Bluey for 6 hours, which is great. That would be quality. But also I can create something with tech for 6 hours. So it's just, it's different. And I wondered, so maybe someone will write in and tell us what the answer is.
Someone I know put an article on LinkedIn this morning about that in Victoria. And he's in the digital learning space as well. And I weighed in on it too because I thought it's actually scary. Like if that's the direction one of our states is going.
Well, they all like to copy each other.
I agree with you. But there is a time and a place sometimes for too much screen time. But if you want a quick management tool in the classroom that you have, it fits in beautifully with the way that we teach.
Yeah.
And 21st century learners.
Yeah, I'm inclined to think that it's not screen time because I'm not just passively engaged in it. It's no different to if I looked at the clock on the wall, like the actual analog clock. So my thinking is that I wouldn't put it under that umbrella.
No. Look,
But I don't make the rules.
Yeah. And even like brain breaks now, they're all screens.
I have actually big concerns about that. I don't think. I think that
we're
brain breaks
reading
should
a
be
book
off.
though. You'll be happy with that.
You're really reading it?
I am, and you know me, I love the voices, and you can hear a pin drop in there. It's been really nice, and I miss all that old school stuff. I don't like putting a video on. The only thing I did the other day, we came in after lunch and everyone was a bit ready, and I love stop motion videos of Lego cooking.
Oh, I haven't looked.
My gosh, they're good. And it's like the ASMR, the sounds, and it's so clever how they're cooking an egg, and then they crack the egg, and in the bowl, all of a sudden it's Lego.
Oh, I can just imagine.
And it's just the sound, and then like as they're mixing the bowl, the colors of the Lego change. It's so good.
I'll have to link one in the show notes.
I used to put this on a lot 2 years ago, and I forgot about it. But then I saw a video of one the other day, just on one of my Instagram reels, and I thought, I forgot how nice that is. So I did it yesterday. They were like, oh. They loved it. And I'm like, isn't this so satisfying? They're like, Miss, can we watch the next one with the hamburger? I'm like, next time, guys. Sorry.
Keep it up your sleeve for next time.
But very cool. But
but a good teacher will know when it's the right time to use that video and when it's the right time to let their brain break be running up and down
outside.
the stairs. So
you can just read them. You just know. Or when's a good time. Yeah, sometimes you're just like, I'm reading the book.
Yes, teachers know. Lovely. Well, that might be a good place to leave it. Yeah. So let us know if you have a try of Classroom Screen or if you have any other ways that you have been using Classroom Screen that we might be able to tell others to
Yeah.
give everyone an idea.
For sure. Please subscribe. We have a website now, takeitupanotch.com.au. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I think that's it. LinkedIn. No, not LinkedIn. We haven't done that yet.
No, but it's funny. I meant to say just before when you talked about LinkedIn, because I was talking to someone the other day. You know how the teachers always used to be on Twitter?
Oh, yeah, I don't use it. No.
Well, no, goodness me, how could you? Everyone's drifted. And so I feel like lots of people are on LinkedIn. So if you're looking for somewhere to go to find colleagues, like-minded colleagues, jump on LinkedIn.
Oh, for sure. And we also want to thank the Hills Podcast and Video Studio at Bella Vista. If you're doing a podcast yourself and you'd like a free place, that's a pretty funky looking studio.
Looks good in your socials.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to try this. But thank you for coming along, and we hope that you were able to
take it up a notch
with Classroom Screen. See ya.
Take it up a notch.
Drum roll.
Maybe this one?
Yeah.
Let's go, girls. So the podcast studio comes with like a little mixing desk, and
that was the only appropriate sound that was on there.